Hey everyone, so today I decided that I was gonna go ahead and upload an unedited video. I'm gonna go ahead and just go, step right into it because my computer is not behaving with me and I'm not able to edit any videos or render them or anything. So until I can get a new one, this is what I'm going to be doing. Today is gonna be very simple. Please follow along. It's gonna be very fun. All right, let's jump right in. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with a couple of distress inks. I have a fossilized amber, antique linen, vintage photo, and walnut stain. And we're gonna use all of them. So I'm going to start with some antique linen, and I am actually just rubbing it on that Tonic and Tim Holtz glass matte. Glass media matte is, it's my favorite thing that I've ever gotten, so, So let's see, vintage photo, and it does not matter where you put it. You won't be able to see it at all because it is a black surface, but you will see on the paper, on my piece of paper. And by the way, I'm using a piece of watercolor paper. It's very thick and it does have texture. Don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but it's not smooth. All right, so all I'm gonna do now is go ahead and spray it with water. Give it 2 spritz and just kind of stamp and smush and move around, and whatever you like to do, do it, okay? There are no rules with this technique. I love dragging. That's, usually that's what I like. I like a lot of texture. And I'm gonna go ahead and dry it and do a couple of more passes, the same technique, and I'll be right back. Okay, so far this is what I have. I don't wanna do more than 2 layers. That's all I did because, distress inks don't really layer over on top of each other that well, or at all. I guess it does a little bit, but it's not really like a pigment. The pigment would stay on top of it and layer beautifully, which is what I'm going to show you next. So for that effect, I use distress oxides, not inks. And what that's gonna do is that it's going to create, it's just almost the same effect, but it's more like on top. Like you're gonna be able to tell in one moment. So we do the same thing. This one is Twisted Citron. All right. And all I do is kind of smoosh. I do like an 8. That's what I tend to do. Like, just like so. I only spray like twice. And I just kind of pull. You see? And I'm gonna set it just like that because I love the way that looks. Excuse the noise. So just to show you, this is how it's going to start to look. It's not going to mix in with the other colors. It's like on top of them. Show you one moment. All right, so I don't know if you can tell, but these colors in the background, they kind of mixed within each other. You can't really tell the difference between one color and the other. And I had like 4 colors in there. Mind you, yes, they were very similar color shades, but the green is vibrant. It's there. you know, very separate. And that's what I love. So that's what I will be doing. You see this little pool here of color? I'm not gonna waste it either. I'm gonna try something. If it doesn't work out, well, it didn't work out and I tried it out for you. But I want to kind of mix in like a shimmer spray, a mica gold shimmer spray. I made this. This is, you know, I just made it with gum arabic, mica powder, and water. I'm just gonna spray with the water and the twisted citron right there. Actually, it has alcohol, so I don't know, but I'm gonna leave it just like that, actually, just to see how that looks on paper. I'm gonna kind of stamp it a couple of times. Just stamping, no pulling or anything. And I just want that color to be kind of everywhere, but again, it's not going to cover, like, it's not gonna cover everything else that we did. You see? It's letting it show through because the the inks, the distress inks, soak into the paper, but the pigment doesn't. It just stays on top. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set this, do it a couple of more times until I'm happy with it, and I'll come right back with you guys. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I actually have this die cut that I used the other day. I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I already have some adhesive on the back. I sprayed it on, and let me see, I'm trying to do like a diamond shape with it. Yes, I'm using an ink pad just to press it down because I don't want to shift it. If I do it with my hand, I'm afraid I might stretch the cardstock and it's gonna go somewhere else that I don't want it to go. So, by the way, that adhesive that I used was the Gorilla Glue spray. Okay, apologies for that. I did receive a phone call, but so anyway, so this is pretty much what we have right now. I'm obviously gonna cut these ends and everything. I mean, you can tell there because this is black, so you won't be able to see. But yes, I'll cut it and probably mount it on a panel. I'm not gonna show any of this because it's gonna be too long of a video and I don't want it to be extremely long. But I do have my glimmer and I will take it out and make this say have a. It just says have a and all caps. And I will do that with, am I doing this? Yes, I'm just using this giant happy birthday stamp by God knows who because I threw away the packaging, but that's what I will be using. I'm gonna go ahead and prepare it, stamp it out and everything, and also I'll die cut it with my Cameo, and I will be back to show you guys that the end result. Okay guys, so I'm gonna quickly show you what I have done in the meantime. So I actually die cut these leaves and shaded them with some Ohu markers with orange and then the colorless blender and then dark green and the colorless blender, just to give them some dimension, much needed dimension. I was strategic with some to, you know, where I put the shading, and the rest I just kind of colored or shaded the paper before I die cut it. All right, so I will be adding those onto the card sporadically. But the one thing that I actually wanted to talk about was not that. It was actually these. I actually used my glimmer machine today because I wanted to use the new hot foil of the month kit. It got me very excited, and I completely blanked out and I forgot my sandwich. So I had to kind of redo my whole testing and swatching and this, that, and the other. And this goes to show you that even after a while of having it, you know, after having it for a while, you can still kind of make mistakes, but it's very, very easily resolved. All I did was, I took probably like 10 minutes and I got down to my perfect sandwich again. You can tell how horrible that looks. In my opinion, it looks very, very ugly. Maybe you can tell there. Compared to this one. And this is scrap paper. I just needed the, you know, just needed to see it. All right, so after all of that, obviously, I got my perfect foil, and then I die cut it with my Silhouette Cameo 4, and that's what I got. That's my result. I'm gonna show it to you. Perfectly die cut. All right, and I just also, let's see what else I did. All right, so there's quite a few things that I already did. I added a what is it, a mat, you know, cardstock. It's just a little bit bigger than my panel. I also shaded the corners, the edges, with, I believe it was Vintage Photo or Walnut Stain. Let me see. That was Walnut Stain, I'm sorry. So I did that, and so now all I gotta do, I'm definitely going to use some foam tape with this, and then just kind of throw these here sporadically. I'm gonna kind of throw them around, and that's exactly where well, not, you know, when I get perfect placement, that's where I will leave them, just so that it looks a little more natural and like falling leaves, you know. And once I'm done with that, I will be right back. Also, I forgot, before I forget, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I do have a craft card base that I have to cut to size, which I will do, and then I'll be right back. All right, so this is the finished card, you guys. I'm very, very, very happy about it. Very, very happy with how it came out. Let me know down in the comments. It has a little bit of foam tape behind the panel for dimension, as well as the sentiment has some foam tape as well. I did shade the edges of that sentiment as well, and I made a mistake there and I went a little bit overboard, but it's okay. All right, thank you so much, you guys, for your time today. Please don't forget, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really, really makes a difference. Comment below if you have any ideas for upcoming videos, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time that I actually upload a video. Thank you so much, and stay safe. safe, you guys. Bye-bye.